Covert Operative and host of a brand new show on the Travel Channel called America Declassified. We'll talk about that in a second. But, you know, as a former spy and all that, immediately Mike Baker noticed, for those of you watching on Newsmax TV, these new Steve Malzberg Show mic flags. If we could, yeah, well, here, I'll show you. There they are. Steve Malzberg Show mic flags. So, yeah, so good spying. Yeah, I like that.
No, thank you very much. And I understand you're giving away these to every viewer.
Only trick-or-treaters on Halloween.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so we got a lot to cover. First of all, talk about the show. When does it start and what's it about?
It kicks off, premieres this Sunday, 3 November, 10 p.m., and it's on Travel Channel, America Declassified, and it's a really great program, which is exactly what you would expect me to say. But it's informative and entertaining. And what they do, the idea behind it when they got started, and they've really done a terrific job at Travel and Indigo Films, is they identify places around the country, and they take viewers to places that they wouldn't normally see on their own. So they're restricted. They're top secret. They're wrapped up in some sort of mystery or conspiracy. And so we take the viewers somewhere, and then we start to peel back the layers on whatever that story is behind that place. And the access they've been able to get to some of these locations has been fantastic. Some of the stories that we've been doing in terms of the conspiracies have been really astounding.
You want to give us an example?
Sure, yeah. The first episode, Sunday night, one of the stories, we're looking at the JFK assassination. Now, obviously, we're coming up on the 50th anniversary.
Sure.
And so we went down there. They got terrific access into the museum. We were able to get up on the vantage point where Lee Harvey Oswald took that, allegedly took that shot. We're in the book depository, but they gave us access to the top floor, above, one floor above, because you can't get into the actual room. It's glassed off on the 6th floor. And then one of the things that we were able to do is basically conduct some forensic testing. We went out with the permission, obviously, of the authorities, and we tested the second shooter theory. There was a very, very credible witness, Lee Bowers, who worked in the train yard that was behind the grassy knoll. Still is, but it's closed now. And there's a switching station, 2 levels, 2 stories, and that's closed. We got access into there because Lee Bowers on that day was standing up there at the switching station, and he reported seeing a muzzle flash or a puff of smoke or something, and an individual back behind the picket fence on the grassy knoll that looks down onto the road. Yeah. And Lee Bowers then died in a one-car accident, mysteriously about 6 months later, when he drove into a side of a bridge.
At least he didn't commit suicide by shooting himself in the back of the head.
There is that. Exactly, exactly, which is always a clue, I feel.
Yes.
And so we were able to get out there and test, A, could he have seen what he said? And B, we then we fired some shots off using a rifle there at the picket fence, testing that angle, the type of shot that would have required if the second shooter was there. Fascinating because we stopped traffic, so there's no traffic, but we couldn't stop pedestrians. So there were people moving through Dealey Plaza.
And you're firing off a gun?
We fired off a long weapon, and it was astounding. The first couple of times we did it, people were.
So that's the first show.
That's the first show.
Right, very good.
And then we're going to the country's only underground burial vault for radioactive waste. We look at the assassination of Martin Luther King. We're looking at the D.B. Cooper case. Remember that?
Yeah,
America's only unsolved
Absolutely.
hijacking. Yeah, fascinating.
Great stuff. All right, so it starts on Sunday on the Travel Channel at what
10
time?
p.m.
10 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, 10 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m.
Great.
Pacific.
All right, look forward to that. Now, tell us about this NSA. We only have a couple minutes.
Right.
The president didn't know, or the president did know, or doesn't. I mean, I think the Israeli government summed it up best today. Like, what the heck's this all about? Everybody spies on everybody. All foreign leaders are spied on, right?
Right. Israel is spying on us. French are spying on everybody. The French are very aggressive. Frankly, the French are incredibly aggressive. They one time wired up all the first-class seats on Air France flights going from New York to Paris just to see what they might pick up, from U.S. businessmen traveling over to Paris. The Germans are doing the same thing. Everybody's in that same business, right, to the degree that their resources allow. But the problem is the leaks from Snowden have pushed that quiet understanding out into the public domain. So a lot of this is theater, what you're seeing in Europe, the outrage that we're seeing.
Right.
Here in the U.S., what we're seeing is a nonsensical response from the president claiming he didn't know about a strategic NSA program. I wouldn't ever expect the president to know day-to-day concerns, day-to-day operations. But to say that he was unaware of an NSA strategic program is It defies belief, frankly.
You mean it could be a lie?
Well, I'm saying that
you're the third person now who won't say Obama lied on this show today.
I'm saying that there's some disingenuity.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I sound like George W. Bush.
Right.
I'm trying to put two words together. I'm not sure how to say that.
But when he came into office, and this was a program that was instituted in 2002, at least the spying on the German.
Right.
So he would have had to have been made aware of it.
He would have been briefed on it. And the other thing is, for Senator Feinstein to say she is shocked by this, something that's been going on for 10 years or so.
And she's on the Intelligence Committee.
So her information would have been more granular. She would have been getting more detail.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. There is a very well-worn path between NSA and CIA and Capitol Hill of briefers constantly back and forth and back and forth.
So was Feinstein lying?
I believe that she might be twisting the reality. Let me put it that way.
But we only have 30 seconds. But I know everybody spies. But on the foreign leaders, on the Merkels, on the Obamas, if they could, on the Netanyahus, yes?
Right. Yes.
Okay. That's what I wanted to make clear.
Right.
All right. So it's much ado about nothing. And it would have behooved us to say, and we don't have time, hey, you don't like it? Too bad. We all do it. But anyway, okay. No, we have to prostrate ourselves and bang ourselves.
We do. And you know what we may do? The most damning thing from this is that they may actually try to change the parameters here based on political theater.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
We'll watch for you on the Travel Channel Sunday at 10.
Thank you
Mike
much,
Baker,
man.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Steve Malzberg Show. We're coming back. Don't go away.